Hello, challengers. Welcome to day 2. Today is week 0, day 2. And again, in this prep week, I don't really expect you to be exercising or anything yet. We're just learning about our programs. Feel free to do a soft start with your containers if you have them. But again, because some of you just ordered, you don't even have your containers yet. So the way that your program is going to work, whether you're doing core to force, country, heat, 21-day fix, doesn't matter your program. All of the Beachbody programs come with a nutrition part of the plan and a fitness part of the plan. We'll talk about the fitness first. The fitness part is easy. It comes with a calendar that's 21 or 30 days long, sometimes 60 days long. And on the calendar, it tells you exactly which workout you're to do that particular day. So whether you're going to be logging into Beachbody On Demand, which I'll show you how to do, or using the physical DVDs, you're just going to do that particular video based on the calendar. So since we're in a challenge group and we're all doing this together, that doesn't mean that we're all pushing play at the same time. We're not exercising together. So I exercise at 5 a.m., you might exercise at 5 p.m. The fitness part is definitely important. That's where you're going to tone up. So please make sure you press play. You may be sore in the very beginning if you're using muscles that you haven't used before, but I always say it's a good sore. So embrace the sore. The second part, and probably the more important part, is the nutrition piece. And that's most likely why you joined my group, because you know that I focus a lot on the nutrition. Most of the newer Beachbody programs come with the container system. And so here's a picture of the containers. And you will get a guide, whether you're doing 21-day fix or 22-minute hardcore or core to force or country heat. This is a big one that I printed out, so it's a little bit bigger, but basically you're going to get a guide. And here's the homework for today. Since most of you don't have your programs yet, we're going to learn how to log into Beachbody On Demand. Or if you have your program, you'll open up the page that we're talking about. And we're going to figure out our calorie requirements for the nutrition part of the program. So you're going to go to the page in your particular program that has the little calculation boxes. And there's very simple basic math that you're going to do, taking your current weight, doing some calculations, and then you're going to come up with a number of calories that you need to be eating per day to get the results you want to get. And after you get your calories, let's say you came up with the number 1,350. You're going to find where your calorie bracket fits in. So 1,350 fits in here, right? And that tells you how many containers you're going to be allotted for the whole day. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the number of containers for each color of container, and you're going to be rationing them out throughout the day. So if you get 3 greens and 2 purples and 4 reds and 2 yellows, you're going to be figuring out how you're going to place them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's kind of like rationing out. I always say, pretend you're stranded on a desert island and you have, 5 pieces of melon and you have to ration it out for all the people. In tomorrow's video, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about how to work with your containers and ration them out. But today is just a general overview. I want all of you to figure out exactly what the number of containers you're going to be getting per day is. And then we're going to look at the food lists too. Let's see. We're all starting on Monday. No one gets left behind in my groups. Don't be a slacker. Use this prep week to learn and understand your program. Watch my videos so that when we're starting on Monday, you're rocking with your containers. I don't want you to be floundering around not knowing what to do on Monday, which is day 1 of your program, right? So use this time to figure out the containers and practice with them. If you get your kit in the mail, fill it up, practice. Fill up that yellow container with brown rice. Use it for your oatmeal. Use that red container for your Greek yogurt, so you can kind of figure out how you're going to be using them. It's kind of fun to use them. So do what I call a soft start. Okay, so that is that. We talked about the fitness part. We talked about the containers and how to figure out your calorie bracket. Now I'm going to share my screen and pray that it works. And we're going to log into Beachbody On Demand. So let's hope that this works. Okay, so we're going to go to club.teambeachbody.com, club.teambeachbody.com. and we are going to log in. So when you log in, you are going to use the same login that you use for your Team Beachbody account. So when you created your account, you created a login, and we are going to use that one. All right, so we're going to sign in and open this up. So when you sign in, I'm signing in under my husband, William Hardy, it will show you down below what your purchased programs are. See all the different programs here, okay? And you can click on your program. So I'm going to click on Country Heat because that's one of the things that I've been doing. And what it's going to show you down below is actually all of the different DVD videos. And the cool thing about Beachbody On Demand, let me make my screen smaller so I can see myself again. The cool thing about Beachbody On Demand is that you can actually log into this from a hotel room, from vacation, from your outside back deck. And there's also an app for your phone or your iPad where you can access the DVDs that way. So you'll be able to actually do the videos with your computer. If we look at the right side of the screen, there you will have access to the calendar. So I'm going to just bring that up and show you. So there's the calendar, tells you exactly what to do each day. Now again, this is also going to be in your hard copy guide. So you can kind of use either one, whatever one you sort of prefer to work with. So I'm going to bring this back. And we're going to bring up the eating plan because this, again, is the important part. So let's say you don't have your kit yet and you're watching this video today and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to figure out my calories. This is the eating plan on, digital, okay? So here is the page that you really need to look at if you're doing Country Heat. And again, any program you're doing, it's going to be the same thing. And so once you figure out your calories, then you're going to go down here and you're going to figure out how many containers you get each day. And there's tally sheets in there. And then we start with, for each of the containers, what are the foods that you can put in them to fill them up. And again, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I don't want to overwhelm you. But basically for on demand, there's a lot of cool things. Frequently asked questions, the calendar, and then all of the different videos. So I'm actually going to press play here just to kind of show you really fast. We'll queue one up, and then we'll go back to chatting again. It usually takes a second to queue up. So there it is. It's starting to play. So pretty cool, right? And this really affords you to get started early and start figuring things out ahead of time. And of course, feel free. Let me just stop sharing my screen here. Feel free to press play early. If you want to try out a video, that's not a problem. You can press play early. We don't mind. All right, so let me just look at my list and make sure that I told you everything. On demand, we talked about the nutrition plan, your calorie bracket, containers, and exercise. So that is it for day 2. Homework, log into Beachbody On Demand if you have access to that. The way that you get Beachbody On Demand is A, if you purchased a challenge pack, which most of you have. B, there is a way of signing up for a free 30-day trial. So if you didn't purchase a challenge pack and you want to check out Beachbody On Demand, message me and I'll give you the information about how to set up a free 30-day trial. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.